So we still have an old set, but this time it's actually on Magic Online. This time our red 4 damage spell is horrible. So we get a Rebel Searcher, 3 or less. Okay. Get a Mercenary here. Oh, is this card excellent? This card seems busted. Okay, let's take a look at the rare. 2 mana 1/1. Well, this card is super, super obnoxious. I don't actually know which one's better, but I do think I'm supposed to take a Spell Shaper here. What else do we have? Seal of Cleansing. Let me open my chat, though. So, do we want 2 mana 1/1, turn a random card in my hand into... This isn't even exile, right? What does exile do? Is it power? And it says non-white. That's pretty close to exile. Oh, but you gain life versus its controller. So this is almost like a weird condemn. This card seems really, really obnoxious though, so let's just take it. Okay. Now we have a Wood Sage, which I don't think is very good. Shadow Rift, Flowstone, Reap, 4 mana 3/3. This card's like pretty annoying, I think. Disenchant, Cloud Chaser. Oh, prevented damage. It's not bad. 1/2 flyer. What does this do? They can just sack a permanent to ignore this. That doesn't seem great. So I'm actually... There's Broken Fall too, which is, I think, a pretty powerful card. Okay. So what do we want? These old packs really make it tough. I don't think it's Squeeze Toy. It could be Broken Fall over the Armadon. You can just activate this a bunch of times though. And the Broken Fall is really good, but it's also really, really slow. I think I'm going to try the Armadon, but it could be wrong. All right. And now we have excellent black card that's way too narrow to be good in this format. We have good aggressive red creature, fine white flyer. We have a barking dog downstairs. He's really going nuts. So I kind of want to take the Harrier. Chonky Flyer seems pretty good, and I already have a white card. The Grubs are just reasonable. But yeah, these are not very exciting packs. I don't really want to take a Harrier super early like this, but like I said, I already have a reason to play white, and I don't love the rest of the cards, so. But this pack is much easier to decipher than the last couple, for sure. Wonder if I was supposed to take Broken Fall. Broken Fall is really, really good, I think. It's like your opponent can't really attack into you, they can't really block your stuff. They can't really play removal spells, but the Broken Fall is really slow. Let's take a look at what we have this time. We have a Disciple, which I think is going to be our selection. There's a Stormcrow here, better Squire, I guess. Raised Dead, Cockroach. Yeah, so it's like Disciple by a mile, and we're just playing green-white dudes. I like that, I think. Some nice combat-oriented magic. Pairs decently with like Armadon. Glory Seeker also reasonable playable, but yeah, I think it's just Disciple here by a mile. We take those for sure. Kind of an awkward curve. I wonder how good the red card is, because the red card, it definitely has more flexibility. You can kill blockers with it. Kind of works like a combat trick. You can kill players with it. Planeswalkers. Hopefully that's not going to come up, but who are we passing to and getting packs from, by the way? We're passing to JNQT. Okay, so we get another pack with, looks like red and white cards mainly this time. Dark Dabbling. This card's pretty decent. But Cleric is a 2-drop. It gains a couple life when it enters. 6 mana, 3/3 flyer, gain 3 life is pretty slow. We're going to want 2 drops in a deck like this. Glory Chaser is fine, but you really need to get the hit in with it for it to be good. These cards seem very bad. I don't know if someone's gonna pick up enough artifacts for this card in the 1 and a black enchantment, but that'd be sweet. Chandra's Fury. Remember the 4 damages to a player, 1 damages to their creatures. If it worked the other way around, even just 4 damage to target creature for 5 mana would be pretty nice. Oh, this card actually seems really strong. Cards that tap blockers I think are always better than they look, but I still think I just need the 2-drop here. Not the most powerful card to pick up, but it's better than a lot of 2-drops, especially from the older sets. So yeah, I think we're just kind of locking ourselves up here to play a nice good old green-white. We also have this like kind of Zugzwang kind of setup where we can like discourage someone from attacking, but then also encourage them to attack, so they don't have to they don't have to block stuff. Or yeah. Okay. Now what though? This pack, I don't think this card is very good. The Early Frost is a really fun tempo card, but I don't think we're there. 3 mana, 3/2. I think the drawback is a little too real, so probably just taking a Lose Hope here. Fill with Fright is also a card I like. I really like tacking Scry 2 onto these effects. -1/-1 is not great, but it's not horrible. Could take the Fill with Fright instead, but we're never taking 5 mana, 3/3, 3 mana, 3/2 big drawback. Trinket Mage is probably the best card in the pack, but it's just going to be, I think, a little too hard to get it to work here, even though we keep seeing all these artifact nonsense cards. Let's just take the Lose Hope. Okay. Now what do we get? We get a Spindrift Drake, Brush with Death. Ooh, we get another 2/2. Prevent all damage to any creature from any one source. Wow. Apparently I cannot read very well. Still haven't played with this card, but it seems very annoying. So we can take 2 mana 2/2 that we can pay some mana to sack and gain some life, or we can take this Samite Blessing, which basically prevents my creatures from getting killed. The Spindrift I don't think is happening. We took a black card, so I don't think we're taking Brush with Death, even though this card is like pretty good. I think anything with buyback is pretty solid. Probably just need to take the 2/2, but maybe the Samite Blessing is better than I'm giving it credit for being. I don't know, let's just take the gold card, even though it's like pretty unexciting. Find some life gain payoffs or something, I don't know. Okay, now what do we have? Blister Grub, main deckable, and really good out of the sideboard. Steady Progress, which is fine. This card is a pretty solid toughness, but I think we're just in for this equipment. 1 to equip is pretty good. We could have some really chunky stuff, and equipment always overperform in creature decks like this. Hey Smashers, so how does it work to draft with you for the next time? Drafting on this platform and then play on MTGO? Yep, exactly. So this is mtgadraft.tk. It's funny because it's named for Arena, but as you can see, they have plenty of cards that are not just on Arena, and that allows you to play on Magic Online. And so I'm able to lend everybody the cards. And as you might have guessed from this start, we're not going to be seeing too many expensive ones this time. And yeah, it's always a really fun time. Somebody said they had a Mercadian Masks pack. Did they mean Nemesis? I don't really know. Anyway, this start is not super exciting for us. I don't think we have any rebels, do we? But yeah, it's a pretty intuitive process. And and we're always around to answer questions if you have any. Wait, if I control forest, you may have each other player gain 5. So I can just turn 1 play a 2/2, but they gain 5? Is it worth it? I mean, Skyshroud Claim is a powerful ramp spell, but I don't think I'm ever doing that. Otherwise, I could take this, but I really don't think I can get there on Rebels. Like, Rebel is not a type that shows up very often, so. Yeah, I don't really, I mean, it's not like I expect to wheel playables, but maybe early board presence is good enough, even if it's not super playable. Okay, Skyshroud Ranger. Is my rare a rebel? I don't believe so. I think it's just a spell shaper, but good call. I can't read it. I think it's called Avenger Endall. But yeah, if this were a rebel, I'd be kicking myself. No, okay, fortunately it's not. Let's see. So we could take 1/2 flyer, which is really not a card I ever want to play. I guess we can take this thing. What is this? Turn any number of target cards from your graveyard to your hand. But it's like a sideboard card if your opponent's playing black. I think this is still pretty good out of the sideboard, actually, so I'll still take it. Okay. And the underhanded designs wheels. I guess I should take it. I already have 1 artifact and 1 black card, so maybe there's a world where this is something I'm interested in. I mean, Hermit is not very interesting. Puzzle Knot and the blue cards, it's just a powerful card, and we've seen enough random artifact nonsense to at least value, I think, taking it out of the environment. I think this deck is like mostly playable at this point, but okay, well, Giant Cockroach, I guess. 1 mana 1/1's never going to be playable. This card can be pretty good, especially people are lacking hard removal, but I still don't really think there's a chance I'm going into blue. I'd rather take just a kind of crappy, understated black 4-drop on the off chance that I am supposed to end up black here. Okay, now we get a Dark Dabbling. Maybe we are supposed to play black. So Murder Investigation. I think this card's really bad. This card's pretty serviceable, though. I think the Dabbling is, so. Okay. And then now, I mean, this card is just horrible, right? 7 mana to deal 2 damage to a flyer, and it's a 1/2 before then. I'll just take this. Okay, so we have some like very unexciting black cards, but still kind of signaling black is open. Like Lose Hope and Dark Dabbling are pretty solid, I think. But as for the rest, I mean, the packs have been really, really weak. Okay, well, we were white-black all along. It was that easy. We were always white-black, and there was never any question of being any other color. All right. Dutiful Thrall could be a solid wheel for us. The staff, this is like 3 to equip, right? It's like kind of reasonable, but yeah, now we are forcing black-white. Okay. Sorry, green cards. Even though we have some good green cards here, I think we've got to ditch those. I don't want to play all of this junk, but let's just slot it in there to see what happens. Love chaos drafting, but with sets like this, it's very hard to draft in real life. Way too expensive. Exactly. Is it random when a draft starts? Or is it like every Sunday this time? So normally we have them actually an hour later on Saturdays. This time I was trying to tailor it to one of the members of my Discord because I was doing like kind of a giveaway thing, and he won. So he wanted to do a chaos draft. That's what I was giving away, a draft. And yeah, I agree definitely, by the way, that the old sets are hard to get a hold of, which is kind of a shame. Oh man, this pack. Now what? I guess I take Ancestral Blade. It's still a very good card. But yeah, the times are definitely flexible, especially if someone mentions not being able to get to the drafts at the regular time we do them. Then I really try to make things work out for them. Okay, Topple is also fine. Defiant Salvager is pretty good with enough synergy. Hey, Wombat. Oh, that's super fun, Wombat. I'm really glad you're able to do that. But yeah, Ancestral Blade is really great. We started off green-white here pretty hard, and then we pivoted for Obsidat because it is a busted card. Now we're taking Ancestral Blade. I don't think we can try to make Isochron Scepter work with Lose Hope and no other spells, so yeah. Sanctum Gargoyle. I don't know if that could ever be interesting for us, but we are continuing to see a bunch of this artifact nonsense here. Yeah. That is how things seem to be going, right? I say my deck is really bad, you say your deck is really good, then I get paired against you, and I find out my deck is better than I expected. Okay, do we take this now? I think we take the Swordsmith. Instill Infection is also pretty good. Double Tarashi's Grasp, but the Swordsmith, we already have 2 equipments. It's a 6 or a 7 drop, which I don't love, but it's also a 4 mana 2/3 in a pinch. I think it's a pretty good card. I like that it casts the thing immediately. Instill Infection is fun, but let's do some equipment shenanigans, shall we? Passing a Spider, which is a really nice 2-drop. The Algae Gharial is also a really annoying card. But I think we might end up with something pretty good here. This pack has been much stronger than the first. Probably cut this Grey Ogre. Yeah. We'll see. Ooh, now we get a True Faith Sensor, another really good equipment. There's also an Inquisitor's Ox. Passing more good red removal, which is pretty painful with the Inner Struggle. We already passed the Lightning Axe, which is a strong one. Do we have any humans for this? Yeah, I'm definitely trying to run people over with bears. Okay, this one's a human. Got to remember that. This is also a human. So yeah, we actually... Oh, but this is a soldier. Never lucky. All right, well... We still might be able to play this underhanded designs. How many artifacts do we have? This is going to be our 3rd. This card isn't that good, right? Yeah, let's just take the Censor. This deck is pretty interesting. I don't think it's very good, but if we can get their unplayables, then we'll have might have something nice. Ooh, Gnawing Zombie. Okay, what else do we have here? Nothing. Moroi. This card's still pretty good if you can get the synergy. We have Guildgate and effectively Strictly Better Guildgate. Actually, of both of them, huh? That's really funny. I don't think we can splash anything here, right? Moroi is very powerful. The Lancer's pretty good. Mana Fixing's also pretty good. I guess we could try to splash Disciple. Guildgate and 2 Guildgates in a trench coat. Exactly, right? Yeah, I think we're going to take the Gnawing Zombie. It helps us stay alive, which is pretty nice. And if we get any kind of synergy with it, it can be really good. My deck is actually really slow at this point. The equipments take a long time to activate and cast, and the Swordsmith is like a 6-drop minimum, really. So I think just picking up another... I mean, we could take this, but we have no fixing. We just need some junk. And the Gnawing Zombie isn't junk either. This card is really close to Lampad of Death's Vigil, and that card's very strong, so... Well, now we get an Ashnod's Altar. There's also Healing Salve. Yeah, exactly. It is actually pretty decent with that stuff. I guess I'd take this Phantasmal Forces, just a hate draft. This card's pretty good. Otherwise, this pack is really, really thin. Like, the Goblin Warrens is really funny. Taskmaster's playable. But this card's like something that can actually kill people. 7 mana 4/5 Trampler. Yeah, this card wasn't even something I liked in the Masters Edition. But I'm glad that J and QT got their Masters Edition pack. Okay. Do we just take a Healing Salve for the Isochron Scepter wheel? It's like not the worst trick in the world, but I kind of just want to take this Ashnod's Altar so I don't have to lend it to anyone, but I'll take the Forces. Okay. Yeah, so these packs are really getting pretty brutal here. No one's taking the Force of Vigor. So this Ninja of the New Moon is fine. Do we have any ETBs? I guess the Swordsmith is an ETB. Technically the Obsidian is too. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes he did play the Urza lands, but I always just preferred the 6 mana 4/6 vanilla. That said, I think the 7 mana 4/5 is serviceable. I don't think it's like the end of the world. But yeah, let's just take this guy. Works with any ETBs, and it's really the only on-color card for us, which is, I mean, this is boding really poorly, right? It seems like red was pretty open this direction. But if we have to play 4 mana 4/2 and 3 mana 2/2, then so be it. 33 tickets. Yeah, I'm going to ask... Okay. Oh man, now we actually have a good pack. We've got Plague Witch. What does this do? Tap an untapped creature you control. Oh, but you just get rid of the 4/4. Okay, 3 mana 2/2. Okay. 2 mana... Yeah, okay, so we're just taking another Spell Shaper. I think this one's another human too for our... Whoops. For our... Oh, it's an elf. The ears. Should have known. I was hoping it would be a human for the True Faith Sensor, but I think this is still good enough. If we do pick up like a Sanitarium Skeleton, by the way, Wombat, I know you were joking about it, but we would have multiple ways of discarding it and a way of sacrificing it, so it's actually like a really appealing pickup for us. Okay, there's our Dutiful Thrall. There's also a Skyblinder Staff. Probably need to take this thing, right? It's another equipment. Yeah. So this would make the Swordsmith cost 5 instead of 6, and because it is another equipment, that means we're like maybe within range of underhanded designs, and this card is probably good enough that we need to maximize it if we can. But 1 mana 1/1 Regenerator is also like super annoying with the equipment. So this is actually a very difficult pick. Definitely taking any opinions or advice from chat here, because even though these cards look pretty bad, I think they're both very reasonable for what we're trying to do. Like, do we take the card that wears equipment well, or the equipment that makes the deck a little bit more synergistic and maybe puts the underhanded designs within reach? How many artifacts do you want for this card? We already have 3, right? So Thrall. Okay, you guys like the Thrall. It's probably the right pick. Yeah, we're probably just not getting there on the underhanded designs no matter what. Okay, so now we have Topple and Costly Plunder. What does Plunder do here? Sack an artifact or creature. We didn't wheel the 4 mana 2/3 flyer. Rush of Knowledge wheeling. Hey Asper, good to see you. Yeah, it's a very strong card. Unfortunately, I don't think we can take it. I think I've just got to take this Topple here. I mean, I could take the Plunder. They're both pretty close, I think. I don't think too many people will really have artifacts, though. I guess I'll just take the Plunder. Yeah, I agree, Wombat. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Okay, we'll take the plunder this time. Okay, now we'll take the foil Tarashi's Grasp over the regular. You don't get a nice animation when you hover over the regular. It is MTGA draft after all, so the animations count. And this kind of rewards us for passing the topple as well. Alright, might be time for the cockroach and the morgue thrall, as much as I hate to admit it. Okay, we get a murderer's axe now, sure. More horrible equipments. I don't play this card very often, but maybe it's better than I think it is. Probably not. Okay, now I guess we take this one because, I mean, there's a world where we would splash Disciple, right? Yeah. Okay, what does this do? Someone can have their power plant. If they get Tron magically, then I guess they did it. I think this is all fine. Okay, the Glacial Rev makes sense. Alright, let's get a good pack 3 here so we can actually, like, have enough playables. I normally like these old sets, but we are... Yeah, someone says this is among the weakest Chaos drafts I've ever been a part of. Oh no, now we get a Llanowar Visionary that we can't take. Oh god. Okay. Maybe I wasn't supposed to hard pivot for the Obsidat. I mean, green wasn't like super open. Green was actually looking very mediocre last pack. But this card is just busted. I mean, Shipwreck Dowser and Llanowar Visionary are excellent creatures, and everything else in this pack is so unexciting compared. It's not really splashable, even with my Guild Gate. Gale Swooper, Chorister, Blood Glutton, Fetid Imp. I don't think I ever take Rise again here. Could take Ruined Halo, but I don't like that card very much. Maybe I take a black card and wheel a white card. Take like a Fetid Imp. Yeah, I think that's actually the play here, even though this really, really sucks. I think just because this is enough better for me than the Blood Glutton, I'm just trying to wheel one of the 3 white cards that I could be interested in, maybe. And the Fetid Imp is like a pretty decent creature too. Oh man, we get an Icy now. Sorry, dual land. And passing Shivan Fire, Llanowar Elves, Davenant Trapper. Skin Witch is also great, but easy Icy every time. We might get there on playables, we'll see. I don't think we want to play Lose Hope. We already have Plague Witch in the deck, but we'll see here. We could end up with like a reasonable deck here somehow. It's yet another artifact, by the way, for the designs. We passed 1 artifact, but we've got 4 in the deck and a way to tutor them, which is kind of like another artifact. I guess we'd have a good deck if we were in red, because we saw a few good red removals. Pack 1, pick 1, we could have taken the red Spell Shaper, which looked weaker to me, but it's probably still really good. Okay, Raven Wings. This card maybe can wheel out of a strong pack like this. Demonic Gifts. I think we're not going to try to wheel. We're not going to take a black card and try to wheel a white card. We're just going to take one of these good white creatures here. Story Seeker wears equipment pretty well. We already have a ton of 2-drops, but maybe that's just not a problem. Port of Carfell. I don't think that Kaya's Onslaught's really doing it for me. Can we see how many creatures we have? We have 10 creatures, so yeah, we do probably need to pick up some more. I guess I'll just take the lifelinker. It's a pretty good 2-drop. The tapper is also really good. Really have no idea. I think I'll just take this thing. The champion I do think is a really strong card, but okay, now we get rats or plague dogs, which is kind of reasonable. Training, I don't think I really want to play. I guess Ravenous Rats with like Ninja of the New Moon is pretty cute. How many ETBs do I have? I guess I have Cleric. I already have pretty good hate for X1s. This card is a 2-for-1. Plague dogs. I think this card's not good enough. I'm just going to take the rats here. All right. Okay. Guess this is maybe fine. Oh. Could take a sideboard card. This thing is a decent attacker. We don't have many 4-drops. The Cub is also solid, but I mean, this deck is really confusing. Is it super aggressive? Like, a good number of my 2-drops have 1 power. They're actually pretty defensive. Guess I still take this Great Horn anyway. Yeah, I think should probably take this Great Horn over Smite or the Cub. 4/5 for strike attacker is really problematic. Oh, this card's excellent. Okay, finally we get a good card. The Baleful is kind of cute, but yeah, I mean, I'm just not going to look at the rest of the cards in this pack. Divine Verdict, whatever. We have the Gorgon. All right. So we're actually pretty close on playables. Costly Plunder is also good value with something like Ravenous Rats. There aren't too many other cards it's really good with, but we might have a playable deck here. We didn't quite get there on the artifact nonsense, but I mean, that's fine. I have no idea how this thing was still in the pack. This card's great. 5 mana, 2/5 Death Touch that levels up into, what is it? It's just a 3/6 Death Touch, but it also blows something up. This deck is fine. It's not super strong, but it's not horrible. Oh man, a Read the Bones? Okay, this card's excellent. I have no idea how this is still here, but I mean, this must have been a busted pack. There's a Gaia's Anthem still here. Corpulent Corpse is fine. Lens is pretty good. Shaman's fine. Glittering Wish is sweet, but easy. Slam dunk read the Bones for us. We need like 2 more of these and then I'll actually like this deck. I guess I can like ninjutsu this and then recast it to find another equipment. I don't know. We have very little removal, but I still think our deck is probably solid. Okay. Well, Ether Seer is actually a pretty solid card. Brawler is fine. Precise Strike is decent. Watchful can't be activated. Reservoir doesn't do anything for us, so I guess we take this. This is for our like Desperation Underhanded Designs deck that I don't think we're building. Maybe it's actually a playable card, but just seemed pretty bad. I guess Costly Plunder is also good with the 1/1 from Ancestral Blade. I don't have too many value cards like that, though. Okay. So we wheeled both of the other black cards, and we got the weakest white card back. 5 mana 4/3 lifelink is maybe fine here. The Runed Halo is good protection against bombs. I guess we have enough to do on 5 mana without the Blood Glutton that I'd rather just take this Runed Halo. Just like keep it in the sideboard. We can also main deck it maybe. But the blue here is bonkers. I have no idea what these cards are doing. Like Dowser is miles better than the rest, but the rest are still good cards. Okay. Oh man, we got a Caligo Skinwitch on the wheel. See ya, dual land. Never even wanted you. This card's great. Mana fixing? Not today. We're out here taking some 2 mana 1/3s. I actually think this deck could be pretty good. We didn't get any sweet combos with like the Ninja or with the Spell Shapers or even with the non-zombie, but I just think our card quality is like probably pretty solid. Oh man, we even get Demonic Gifts back. This card's fine. I wonder how our blue-black deck would have looked. I guess the dual land is better with Obsidat in the deck, but okay, we're never playing this, and neither is anyone else. 3 mana 2/2. Guess we can hate draft this. Yeah. You know it's a bad pack when you're hate drafting a Grey Ogre. And now we get this thing. This is like a pretty reasonable green card, though. Let's just take this. Like, this is always going to make more 1/1s than this is, right? Oh, we got a 3 mana 2/3 back, which is actually looking very playable for us. Yeah, I actually like my deck quite a bit. Not because I think it's particularly good, but I just, you know, I think we did the best we could in this seat, and I'm going to try to Obsidat some people. Sort by color, because Obsidat is definitely getting played, then Icy too, same with True Faith. I think we have enough humans for that. Definitely playing like Ancestral Blade. I definitely have an Ancestral Blade, but for some reason it's not showing up. Playing this, playing this. Wonder if we could play 18 lands in this deck. Story Seeker, Cleric, Avenger, Thrall, probably Read the Bones, Dabbling Rats, probably Plague Witch. Non-zombie seems fine. And then these are like kind of medium. But if we actually have 18 cards that I'm happy about playing, then that's probably above average for this for this particular draft. So what do we want from the board here? Probably 3 mana 2/3. I think I like this guy too. Do we have any ETBs? I mean, maybe the Demonic Gifts is still good enough. 15. I don't think I want Lose Hope main deck when I already have Plague Witch. Maybe I do play 18 lands because I have 2 Spell Shapers and I have a bunch of 5s, and this is kind of a 6-drop, so yeah, I mean, maybe 18 lands is not insane. I like that I can save Obsidian with Demonic Gifts, and it seems very powerful. The ETB too, of course, but Obsidian's also just like an insane bomb. I don't think I love the Strider Harness. I think I do want to try the gifts. It's good with like the rats too. Rats gnawing zombie can do something spicy maybe. Let's try to make a pile of cards I'm basically never putting into the deck. I guess it's like these, this, probably this. So I could play, oops, could go like Ninja, Plunder, Harness, maybe a Lose Hope. I guess all these are pretty reasonable. This card seems pretty bad to me though, even though it equips for free. Maybe, there's no way that card's just worth it, right? I could play a Runed Halo main deck. Maybe that's not insane. I have no idea how good this thing is. Let's reread it. So anything that can target me or deal me damage. What is Plunder good with? It's not good with that much, right? It's good with the token from the Ancestral Blade. I guess it's okay with the Dutiful Thrall. It's like fine with some of these 2-mana 1/3s. Maybe that's the card I'm supposed to play. I have 15 creatures, and I guess I already have 2 equipments. I think it's down to these 2 for me. 6/3 no text isn't really doing it. I think I'll try the Plunder. Try to play 18 lands here, or I could just play 17 and play the Runed Halo. I guess I should probably do that, even though I was really thinking about 18. I think 17 is probably just a little too reasonable here. Sometimes this card is like a dead draw, but I guess even in those situations I can scry it to the bottom or discard it to my Spell Shapers. Okay, Snap Mulligan. Guess if this were a land I'd be keeping, if it were a swamp specifically. So maybe Punished already. This hand I guess is fine. Just find a Read the Bones off the top, right? No. Okay, there's the Plague Witch. I don't know how the double colored cards in my deck look. I guess it's just the Runed Halo. It's cheap. But we are playing this Plague Witch, which has a black activated ability, so still play the Swamp this turn. Okay, the Garrison. Okay. Flowstone, okay. Accrue that, attack for 3. I think we probably try to trade there, if they let me, with the land and the lifelinker. Actually, no, I don't think so. Now I think we just try to Skin Witch them. Oh, horrible. Wow, wow, wow. That was so bad for me. Mind rot your mind rot. Okay, well, can't attack with this into that, but because they can crew and make it 3/4, but we can do this. It's something. And just pass, I guess. They die in 4 hits? I don't really think we're getting there. They have 6 cards in hand. I think, yeah, they're missing lands too. So they have minimum 5 spells in hand. Okay, Defiant Salvager. Okay. Now we're going to get to trade the Story Seeker off. Yeah, no reason not to do it now, right? We might as well let damage happen. Get in a point of damage this way. And they have the Precise Strike. Okay, well, nothing we can do about that one, unfortunately. Probably should have seen that coming. Doesn't really change too much, though. Yeah. So now we're trying to trade this for an X2. Just attack, try to get them down to 9. I have a message asking me if I'd like to be famous. Well, of course I'd like to be famous. Just kidding. If I wanted to be famous, I would not be streaming a Magic Online Chaos Draft. Okay, getting a couple reports here. So it looks like JNQT and Foranza both won. Okay, nobody's paired yet. Oh, there's a Cerberus. Well, okay, we get to trade here. And now let's hope to draw the Ruined Halo, I guess. Black, Swamp. Yeah, we can never win this race. Need to draw something very special here. Plains. I mean, we can't... I think we just basically die here no matter what, but I think we have to attack. We're not dead on board, right? On board, we only take 11. They need at least a 2-power creature, which they almost definitely have, but the way I've drawn lands, I think there's just basically no chance. If I drew Icy there, then maybe. But they like literally just play anything, and well, okay. Yeah, we're not beating this. Okay. Well, I don't know what our game plan is here versus this deck. Maybe we're supposed to be on the draw, but letting them play their bombs early seems horrible. I don't think we can beat a deck with this many bombs, unfortunately, which is kind of what I was expecting. Play underhanded designs, but we only have the 3 artifacts right now. Play Automaton. I think the Halo does have to stay in. I think we run it back. The question is, like, do we play or draw first? I think we probably have to play. We have too many 2-drops to be drawing first here, I think. Yeah, okay. Got some Spell Shapers, I guess. Okay, Ravenous Rats. Seems better to play that than the rest of the stuff. Gotta love the 3 2-mana 1/1s in hand, though. That's a funny position to be in. We might be trying to Spell Shaper away a Spell Shaper here. Baleful. Okay. Whoops. Uh-oh. Well, fortunately it didn't cost me very much, but obviously I was not supposed to do that. Okay, now we get in a point of damage. Play an Ancestral Blade. This card kills this, I guess. Okay, now they already have a 1/4. Things are looking rough. I guess we attack with the 2/2. See if they block. Basically, we're just trying to get them to block with their dude. And then we just play Avenger and re-equip somewhere. One-ones can't really attack. I mean, they should just always block here with the slug, and if they do, we actually can't re-equip, so I'm probably not even supposed to attack here. That was probably just stupid. Yeah, yep. No? Yeah, they figured it out. Okay. So this happens, we play this thing, and we hold up the regenerate here. More 2-mana 1/1s. Magmut. It's actually pretty good against me here. We can't block the 2/5. And I think we're just going to be in this weird board state where we are passing the turn quite a bit. Yeah, now I think we're just passing, holding up the ability here, and Dark Dabbling maybe. Just need to draw some lands. But unfortunately our board just doesn't really do anything. All their cards do things, even this one, which is just a 2-mana 2/2. Okay. We will exile that. I mean, we'll exile anything here with this. Yeah, no, they just start pinging us, I guess. Yeah, we can't really afford to play that one either. We just need to hold up this exile thing. Sure, we're at 20, but not for long. Magmut's going to activate, and then... yeah, I think we're just going to lose here. I don't think there's really much to say about it. Okay, I guess now we have to do this. They still gain the life. They still have good attacks with basically everything. Yeah, we're taking 7 here, right, from the Magmut, so... and missing the land, yeah, I think we're actually just dead. We don't even have 6 power to put there. Slug is so good. There's Obsidat, but without any lands, it's not looking very good. They do have to find another way to kill this, though. I guess this can attack now. I really shouldn't, though. Really shouldn't attack. What could I do here? I could play Story Seeker, hold up the regenerate, but I think I'm just in this spot where literally any interaction on this thing loses me the game. Okay, that one I don't care about at all. Get rid of this. And maybe this thing. Sure. But yeah, we are just getting dumpstered here. I don't think my deck is like particularly good. I thought it could be good in the right matchup, but this is definitely not that. This card just doesn't do anything proactive. Like, the opponent has all the time they want to just like scry toward whatever card is going to kill this. Or they can just ping me 12 times probably before I draw a couple lands. Okay, there's one. So now actually any other land should get me there. But I still don't think, I mean, I guess I could re-equip, which means maybe, well, no, I can't attack now that their stuff is untapped, but maybe I am supposed to equip to the Thrall. No, probably still not. Go to 11. They just, yeah, Foul Imp. Okay. Maybe Obsidat will be good enough here. How much damage do we take if we play it? Okay, well, we do have a chance to play it. We are taking, I mean, I guess we just have to go for it. So let's just hope it's good enough here. We have the ground locked up. We can double block the slug. I actually think I have to exile this though, which means the slug. Well, how does this work? If I exile this, then the slug attacks. The slug attacks for at least 3. So I guess I choose no, which sucks. Yeah, definitely losing currently. Okay. Well, the Hellkite can... Yeah, this can just kill the... Yeah, we needed this to be a turn slower so we could Skin Witch it, I guess. Now I think we just die. We can go like this. I don't know. Yep. I imagine I'm just dead if they're making this attack, but maybe somehow I'm not. If I do this, I don't die. I guess I can do this. Can I do this? If I do this, I die. So that's not an option. So we need to double block here. Okay. But if they don't have just like a shock or... Okay, well they do. They have something here. Like literally anything kills me, so... Oh, the precise strike. Yeah, that definitely explains the attack. Yeah, I don't have a destroy all creatures. No wraths for me, which means... Well, yeah, I don't even have any flying blockers. Yeah, okay, this one is definitely wrapped up. All right. Not surprising to be starting things off here with a loss to this deck. Play first, and this hand. I guess I just always need to be drawing first with this deck. There's just not another way around it. guess it's a keep. This is a 6-drop, probably. But we have a 2-mana 1/1 and a dream. Okay, well, drawing a swamp is among the better draws. Okay. This Ruined Halo appears whenever I don't want it, I think. Yep. So we attack for 2. Probably playing a gnawing zombie. So we're taking 2 at least. Well, the Ox, well, no more attacking on the ground. Okay. Now we just are good to pass here. Normally I feel pretty good about my... Okay, well... I don't... Maybe Plague Witch will be good against Boros, but... I think I need to do this. Okay, Trapper. Still not seeing as many X1s as I might have hoped. I think we're fine to block there and try to trade. Not happening though. Okay. Well, there's the Costly Plunder. I think we're just still passing here. This could be a very long game, depending on how things go here. But I actually like my hand a good amount. 7-drop. Is this the 4/5? It is. You get to tap something down. Okay, tap that one down. That's fine. The attack? No attack. Okay. Well. Can Swordsmith here for 2. What do we get for 2? We can get the Vigilant thing, or we can get... The other one's probably better, right? With the Costly Plunder. Let's get this Ancestral Blade over the True Faith Sensor. And just pass the turn here, I think. Yeah, this deck is like reasonable, I think. Feels pretty bad that I don't have any mana up this turn, just because I have so many things to do with my mana. Okay, they're playing that, so they tap maybe a 2/3 here. Okay, they tap that one. That's the one I'd prefer not to block with, though, because I think I have Demonic Gifts in my deck. Okay, if this is their attack, then I'm pretty happy, I think. Okay. Now I think I could name this thing. Let's just see what happens if I plunder away. Soldier, though. Okay, swamps. I think I'm just gonna equip this somewhere. Let's equip here. Generate each other creature. I only have one spell. I can discard another spell, but not right now. Yeah, my opponent, I think, is in pretty bad shape here. I mean, I don't know what their hand is, but... Okay, it's something expensive. Okay. Well... I think we have to save this thing or we can't win, so let's just do that. Take 7 damage here. Probably need to kill this thing because it can lock my stuff down. Yeah. Okay, well that was pretty rough, all told. So I guess I Runed Halo Ebony Rhino. Just make sure I don't die. And then I go Swamp Fetid Imp, and I can exile the 3/3. I think we're still probably okay. It's really awkward not being able to play my spells. Okay, so they blow up the Runed Halo, which is really rough for me. But it's not the end of the world. I can still just exile the Ebony Rhino if it attacks. Unless they can answer this, then I'm really in bad shape. Okay, 4/2, no attacks is fine. I didn't think they could attack. We're still in really, really rough shape. Okay, that could have been a really good draw. Unfortunately, they killed my equipped guy already. I think it maybe is still good here. So we play this, and then we have I guess I just pass now. Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to pass. Pretty awkward that, I mean, maybe I'm supposed to equip here so this can eat this without me doing anything special, but this card is putting in some serious overtime here. I really need to draw like Obsidat. That would be good for me, I think. The Cloud Chaser Eagle was very brutal. Okay, happy to exile that, I think. No? Okay. Oh, there's the Gorgon. All right, well, I have to play a land, right? I think I'm still okay here versus this. Okay, the ace there. Sure. Yeah, I actually think I'm probably ahead here. So now I can suit up the Story Seeker, attack for 3 lifelink, and then just demonic gifts it no matter what happens. Is probably something I want to do. Spends 3 mana, I still have a bunch remaining. Yeah, I think that's going to be correct here. Don't know what's in their hand, but hopefully it's nothing too important. I should tap less black. Okay, they do that. I do this. Okay. Comes back. Suit up our flyer here. And I think we can also play this Thrall. Pass the turn. This game is taking a long time, but I think it's going okay. Oh, the Sanctum Gargoyle. Get back the 4/5. Actually, I think I probably threw. I think this thing was probably supposed to attack, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have a way to win from here, do I? Well, I guess I'm just passing. This is the 4/5 again. We can do this. We get a 3/6 death touch. Maybe we just kill the ebony. Hmm. 7. put these two on it. It's probably still worth it. Okay, there's our read the bones. Okay. So we can play the Harrier. I think we can afford to do that. We have 2 flying blockers. They have 3 flying attackers. I think it's fine for this one turn. Still have the Death Touch and the regen. I think they don't have anything here. Okay, that's good. We only have 13 cards in our library. Okay. Happy to trade for these two, I think. I'll just take it, okay. Okay, that's not a big deal. I don't think. Does this prevent me from attacking? Right now they can turn it into, they can pump twice. So it's a 6 power first striker. That's actually really good here, I think. They only have, yeah, they don't have enough power on blocks. Just make a big old 5/6. Okay, I don't really know what's going on here. I guess they have some kind of combat trick or something. Just sack my guy if anything too horrible happens here. I think it's got to be some kind of combat trick, so I guess I'll just play my land so I can sack it. Like 2 damage or something here. Yep. Their Ox is now ready to go. Still think we're fine here. We make a 3/4 Flying Vigilance Fetid Imp. Can we take this damage? How many lands do we have left in our deck? I guess we can. You can exile your own dudes, right? Yeah, so if I needed some lifelink, I could get it. Okay, but we drew a land anyway. Okay, okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. This deck is making me work very, very hard. Okay. A nice 20-minute game to start things off. Turn 19. All right. So do we want more equipment? Maybe we do. The Runed Halo seemed pretty good. Underhanded Design Strider Harness. We probably want Terashi's Grasp against this deck. Plague Witch seemed bad. Avenger was obviously really, really important. Gnawing Zombie was pretty solid. Maybe Great Horn is not what I'm looking for. So Strider Harness, Murderer's Axe, Cockroach. I guess I could play a Buna's Chant. Three mana blow up your 7-drop, gain 7 life would be hilarious. But I think I just run it like this. I don't know. Could be right to play in equipment. Or even cut the enchantment. Okay, this is fine. Gonna need some cheap spells, but this deck... Okay, well, maybe it isn't fine. I don't think we get run over here, but maybe we do. Okay, Raven Wings. That's a grasp target, I guess. I guess we just do that. Probably just do this and move along. Hope they don't have the 4-drop, of course, but we have to cast spells. We can't just play scared around one card in their deck. Even though it is, like, horrible if they have it here. Okay, they have a different 4-drop. That's good. Then we have a nice 5, 6, 7 curve here. Okay. Can't really block this card. I mean, the Thrall can block it, but... And I guess we can just blow it up, but it is a pretty big problem for us. We can threaten to block here. Might take like as much as 6 damage from this thing this turn. They're not blocking it, that's for sure. I guess what happens if we double block? They trade? Yeah, let's just take it. Just want them to cast a couple spells here so we can Skin Witch them. Yep. Probably happens one more time. I really hope it doesn't, though. Yeah, okay. Well, this is bad for me. But we do get to Skin Witch them. They need to play a swamp. We could also just Dutiful Thrall. That's probably just better. We can afford to be inefficient with our mana here. We actually get to yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. Not sure what's up with the dog today, but he's pretty vocal, if that wasn't obvious. Okay, Fiery Impulse. Okay, well, I'm glad we're getting some spells out of there. Now we'll suit this up, and we have double black, so we can regenerate it twice if need be. Probably gonna Skin Witch here, holding up black for Thrall, and then Gorgon. Just want them to play some cards for this, though. Okay. This is basically a free block for me. Cast something here. Osprey. Okay. Well, we do get to get rid of some of their cards in hand. What do we got in there? Probably some spells. I think we have to blow up this Osprey next turn. Oh, this is really bad. I mean, Brute Force is whatever, but if they have a Guardian, what's their last card? It's like the Fireball thingy. Okay. Okay. Well, that's very good. In fact, I think we just do this. Just try to drain them. We can Gorgon them this turn. Still holding up the Thrall. Take another 2, but we also just gained 2. We're going to be gaining additional 2s here. It's immune to sorcery speed removal. Okay. I think we just want to do this. Could get really greedy and try to attack with this, but that seems like a way to lose the game for no reason, so I think we just try to drain them. We don't even have to cast anything here. Guess I was probably supposed to play this if I'm not planning on activating, but I don't know. Could try to wait until we have Dark Dabbling. Just killing the Osprey seems decent. I don't really know what could punish me for this. Yep, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Now they get to give stuff flying. That was kind of what I was worried about. But at least this turn we get. All right, get some damage in, and then importantly, we get to drop this stuff. Oops, let's not tap wrong here. That would be pretty embarrassing. Giving this stuff flying is pretty annoying, but next turn we have this up. This thing is still a pretty annoying attacker for them. We're still gaining life. Okay, not attacking is, I think, good for us, but I don't know why they didn't play the wings. Okay, well that's probably like the best possible draw. I think we suit, I could suit this thing up. I think I want to suit this up. I'm really trying to get some demonic gifts value here. Okay. Yep. Yep. Nope. Okay, they take it. I guess we put this here. Might be responding to this. Okay. That's acceptable. I guess I could have re-equipped. Don't really need to though. I guess, no, it saves me a mana for next turn if I put it back over here. I don't know. I really don't want to discard a card, but maybe they make me here. I guess I don't even know what that would look like. I just don't even know how they can survive. Yeah. I guess I should have equipped again though. No, I guess we'll do this. This time we'll attack with both the Flyer and the Gorgon. Don't need to attack with the Yobzadat, it's too much inevitability. Just try this and see what happens. Okay, just a chomp. So they can pump this to 6 power and give it first strike. So, I mean, we're just basically demonic gifting here to remove the counter. But this is all fine. Yep. Whoa. Okay, that was super strange. Why does it show 1 damage on here? Okay. Wait, oh man. Yeah. Obsidat is really, really insane. Okay, play first. Sure. Pretty good hand for this deck. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Can block it for now. Do I want both players to lose a life versus Boros? I'm gonna say no. It's Onslaught basics. Oh, Boros Reckoner, okay. Well, find a land, please. Okay. Guess I need to play this, so then next turn I can go land 5-drop or something. This card's so good. Yeah, I think we're definitely behind here. We take 3. Yeah. Probably need to icy this thing. Okay, Brawler. Do this. We're like super far behind to any combat trick or anything. Double block seems reasonable. This turns into a 4/4. So, but they do have the land. Okay. Okay, I think I need to do this, and it's just horrible for me if they have like Sure Strike, but if they have most other tricks, then maybe I'm fine. There's a world where... Oh no, they definitely have something there, right? Maybe they just pump this, gain some life. Okay. And they have a Skin Brand Goblin. Okay. Well, we're definitely behind now. Oh man, but there's the Obsidat, which is the best card in the deck. I don't think I lose for playing it here. 2/3 doesn't block anything profitably anyway. How much damage am I taking at most? 3, 6. I think I just do this. Okay. Down to 2 cards in hand. We get to make a 3/4 first striker. If we draw land, I can cast both, but then we don't get to make the 3/4. I don't know if we can race them. Yep. Okay. Just any, okay, it's pretty annoying too. Okay. So what's my play here? My cleric up to 10. I think I need to attack for 5. How much damage am I taking? Okay, so let's say they attack all pump. So this is a 4/4, taking 7. I block here. Oh, that actually leaves me dead on board, right? If I guess I can block. If I double block here, I take 3, 6, 9. I don't lose. I died a gust of wind. But maybe that's what I need to be thinking about here. I can icy something. That seems just way too slow. Okay. All right. I'll just do this. Now we cleric. Okay, I think we're losing. Also, I equipped in the wrong place because I'm not paying attention. Pretty stupid. Oh well. I guess if they have a shock, now they don't get to remove a blocker, which is something. But this was obviously not what I was trying to do. But yeah, I mean, we can't... I don't know. I don't really know how we get out of this. They gain 4 life here if they make that play. They go to 11. I save my creatures. And what's my attack for? My attack is for 12 because of the Obsidat drain. So if they attack all pump, have nothing, then I can win, but otherwise I can't. All right, now it's JNQT's turn to go into the tank. And, oh man, I don't think we win this. Like, if they have almost any interaction, we just fold. We have to Dark Dabbling to save something. Okay, well, here we go. They have figured it all out. Yep. So we try to go... We're going to try to go to 1. Okay. Wow, and they scoop it up. How did we win that game? We equipped sort of the wrong place. so what do they show us? 5 mana 3/3 flyer. They showed us Boros Reckoner. They showed us Skinbrand. So I think the Witch is probably good. What's another? The Chorister kills the Chorister. So I think it's pretty good in this matchup. The Halo seems really good against the Boros Reckoner. So I guess we're kind of set up for the matchup, though I don't think we're ever winning this on the draw. We could play the Lose Hope. I don't think we have enough targets for that, though. Let's just keep the Witch in. Maybe it'll actually do something instead of just like being horrible. Because the Witch has been pretty horrible. Okay, well, there's the Witch. Sand is pretty good. Lead on Plains in case we're going for the turn 2 Halo. The Halo's been better than expected and the Witch has been garbage. And then this thing's been sort of exactly as good as I thought. Okay, well, there's a better Witch. They could have the Skinbrand here turn 2 for me to try to kill. Oh, they have a Chancery. Interesting. Let's just play this one and try to make their plays awkward. Okay, well, this is like a pretty reasonable draw. If we find just a couple lands off the top, then we have Gorgon into Caligo Skinwitch. They Jeskai or what's going on here? Okay. Spellshaper Tribal, yeah, kinda. More like bad card tribal, really. Try to trade these, we'll see. Next turn we're looking at Avenger with Demonic Gifts to preserve it. We block here, hope they don't have the Skinbrand, though that would make a lot of sense. Okay, it looks like they don't. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting some messages. Okay. So I can attack for 1. This is like as much as that card does. This is a Boros Reckoner. No, it's a Skirk Shaman. It's pretty funny. Okay. I think we just suit this up. It's a 2/2. Hooray! Oh, it's dead. Oh no. There's the Reckoner. Nothing for blue. Okay, so they're probably still Boros. Land, please? No. Okay. Now I have to really awkwardly play this and then not equip so I can use the Demonic Gifts if necessary. But hopefully they won't think too much about that. I do have to take a good amount of damage here. This is a 3/2 Vigilance. Also, Magic Online is like mega lagging now. Really hope my internet doesn't crash here. Okay, well, this sucks because now we know they don't have more removal. So we kind of just didn't equip for no reason. Yeah. This client is really getting laggy. If we find a land we can equip. Okay. Guess we're not equipping. Okay, they just have a ton of stuff. I think we're losing this game. Like, not that we can't win, but we're just super far behind. which is like kind of normal. Okay, exile this. This thing can block some of the stuff. Let's get rid of this. It's never doing anything here. I'm almost still dying. In fact, currently I am dead. Now I play Skin Witch. I don't die anymore, but it's pretty ugly. Now we're looking at double block here, exile the Menace dude. I guess we need to exile the 2/2 actually. Yeah. So we do this. Need them to have nothing. Get rid of this one. Go to 2. No cards, please. Please don't play anything. Okay. Okay. I think we lose. But I don't really know what happens here. Just how are we dying? Another, sure. So now if we draw land, dang. Land actually saved us there because land lets us Tajnar Swordsmith for the other 2 mana equipment. That gives us, so close. Man, we were really, really close. Wow, wow, wow. But it's cool that they didn't pay life for the thing. All right, let's scoop it up. All right. That was close, that's for sure. Did I throw that game? I did, right? Yeah, sort of. So if I go back a million turns ago, yeah, if I go back a million turns ago, I can recall a turn where I didn't equip the True Faith sensor so I could hold up the demonic gifts. If I equip the sensor, then I have a 3/2 vigilance. Then when I go to double block, I don't have to double block the 3/2. I can double block the menace creature. So then when they copy something, yeah, so actually, oh, looks like, by the way, I missed a follow from Civic Duty, which I assume that's you, Craig. So thank you for the follow. But anyway, back to, going back 10 turns in my head and telling myself that I threw the game because that's, one, it's probably true, but two, that's how we improve, right? So I guess I needed to just go for the equip. It's a little less suspicious because obviously I had the mana. Anyway. Yep. All right, well, definitely have to play first here and definitely have to mulligan. And a Mold of 5. Okay, well, looking at a 1-2 finish currently. I mean, if I keep this, yeah, I just never get there with this hand. All right. Okay, this hand is much better. This hand is much, much better. So we get rid of probably a Thrall. And then maybe Swordsmith. Play 2 drops, try to gain life, try to win the game. We have an equipment. This card's way too expensive, so. Alright, we've got a plan. It's not a very good plan, but, you know, if they don't have the Fiery Impulse. Rusalka, okay. Well, guess I'm glad we put back the Swordsmith because we just drew the equipments. This is like a pretty good hand versus them. If they don't have the shock here and we find... Oh, okay. Oh, I was calling this Fiery Impulse, but I should have remembered that that was a card from the previous opponent. Okay, now we'll play this one. We could start attacking with a 4/3 Vigilance if we find a land here. Missing lifelink is rough, but this thing doesn't have the human type and this does. So the Censor likes that. Let's see what they have for 3. Oh, Archmage. That card's so good. Land, please. So they can't just kill this for free. Man. Well. This is where we are. There's a 0% chance we win this against Archmage on the draw, but we'll try. Still make a 5/4 Vigilance here if we find another equipment. Yeah, I think I threw that last game. I'm not saying that I could have won otherwise, but I think I could have been in good shape. Okay. Land, please. Still looking for one. I will trade here. Playing this pre-combat's interesting. Don't have any enchantments. Okay. Land. Alright, well this isn't good for me exactly, but it's not horrible. This token is a soldier. So we get, basically they need to double block or they're just taking a ton of damage. I have a bolt here? They have a lightning axe. Oh man. Okay. Well, we are dead. We are very, very dead. Yeah, definitely not blocking. Now we make, what is this? 3/3 Vigilance. I think it just gets killed, but let's start with the cheaper equipment. Maybe they don't have something here. It seems so unlikely, but maybe. Wow, okay, they actually didn't have something there. But now they have too much mana. They can play like the 3/3 flyer. Just anything is really rough for me. Okay, Guardians is very bad for me. Well, there's Icy. Guess we play that. Then next turn, if we find a land, we can play Great Horn and tap. Maybe we're getting somewhere. I think I'm dead here though. Just have too much action over there. Yep. I would block with the soldier if they let me. And turn 2 Stormcrow went undefeated. Not a surprise. I wonder if they dropped a game. And there's the Skin Brand. Okay. Land? Okay, we did find the land. Attack here, we're happy with trades. Now I have to do this, and we'll see what we tap. In fact, I think we tap the Chancery. Because if we tap the Chancery, the Chorister can't come in. I think we tap the Chancery. We could tap Mountain too, but I think this is actually correct. No, this was stupid because now they can activate Chorister on their upkeep. Yeah, no, I actually did throw this. Probably. I wasn't thinking about that at all, but that is a thing they can do if they would like. I guess it's fine. We're still forced to double block. They probably should just do it. I guess I should have tapped Guardians. Yeah, if I tap Guardians, I think everything is just better for me. Problem is, like, they just let it happen. I think that had to have been a bad play. JQT is disconnected? That doesn't seem right. Stupid Archmage. This card's really good. I thought that Avenger would be better, but in the face of this, this card is not very good. I guess I can equip to it eventually. Right now they can attack with a 4/4. I double block the Archmage. I lose my other dude, which is a disaster for me. I guess I can put the equipments on here, and then I have a big first striker. Actually, that's probably what I have to do, right? I suit this thing up for 3 mana. I have a... what do I have? It's a 4/5 first strike vigilance. Yeah, so if I use my brain and I tap the Guardians instead of the Chancery, then this can attack. I mean, they're pretty choked on red, but they can start burning me out. The Moldify was brutal, and the Story Seeker getting killed was also brutal. I think there's just no way out of this, probably. Okay, we get a Metamorph. Well, I copy my Icy. That's horrible for me, obviously. Guess I just do this. I don't really have a better choice. They get rid of my 2/3 first striker. Yep. Yep. Metamorph to make a non-creature is pretty sick. Okay, I was gonna re-equip anyway, so I'm pretty happy about this. Let me tap that. Attack for 4-ish. Yep. Guess I can lock down their Chorister, but I need them to have nothing, which they don't. And they have multiple ways of burning me out. And we draw Obsidian, but we're missing the plains. Oh, man. Missing the plains. I think I die. Do I die this turn? I actually win if they have nothing. Yeah, I actually win here. Because if they have nothing, then I just Demonic Gifts this for 2 damage and I kill them. Hey, Joe. Oh, man. Please get in there. Okay, they did. Okay, Savannah Lions. Okay. Okay. It's happening. We're going for lethal and definitely losing. I mean, not really, right? They have 1 card in hand, 3 mana up. Moldify versus a much better deck with Demonic Gifts for 2 points of burn. Please. Oh. Didn't even need it. I think. I think I didn't play that one perfectly, though. I still think game 2 I should have equipped when I was holding up the Demonic Gifts. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell them more about the mistake I think I made later, because Magic Online decided that it had its fill of me. Alright, so I guess that's going to be it, and I will see you next time.